After an amazing race last week, we returned to the scene of the crime, and we've got different cars this week. Welcome back to the Stars Figure Eight League. Tony Trapasso up in the booth with you, joined with me by my partner in crime, the man, the myth, the living legend himself, Mr. Kevin Cunyo. And Kevin, I hear the rumble of V8 engines tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the street stock edition of our Figure Eight series here on ESPN with Stars.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see on track right now, ladies and gentlemen, those are pavement style late models. And the other optional car tonight is if you have a street stock, you can run that. However, everybody on track right now that has posted a time is currently using the late model. And for those of you unfamiliar with what a late model is, it's a tube chassis that they stuff a V8 engine into, put a body on it that kind of sort of resembles a factory car, in this case a Chevy Monte Carlo, and basically it's a race car. There's no ifs, ands, buts, maybes, kind of, sort of about it. It is a full-blown race car. You pull the body off, and all you're going to see is a bunch of tubing. So, hot lap session, actually qualifying session underway right now. Currently sitting atop the pile, big shocker here, the Sly Fox herself, Miss Layla Wilson, as 22.3 the time to beat currently as she loops it coming out of the right-hander. Joe Cowan currently sitting in second place, 22.9. Everybody trying to get used to the new car. We did test this after last week's race, so something a little new this week. Mark Buskey, the only other driver to post time so far, 21.4. Mark still trying to get a feel for the new car track setup combination. Travis Brackus waiting to roll through tech. Tyler Vickery rolling through tech. Mike Main currently rolling through tech. And as soon as those hippos get cleared by the tech officials, they will try to post some times. Better hurry though, because I only got about 3 minutes left in this one. While we're at it, if you want to support the Stars Figure Eight League, as Joe Cowan currently blowing donuts in the X, you can check out our Teespring store, as we are currently working on a batch of Stars Figure Eight League paraphernalia, t-shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve, tank tops, sweatshirts, hoodies, face masks in this time of COVID. If you're going to be safe, you might just as well support your favorite league, and you can find the link to our Teespring store in the video description below. So currently 3 cars have made it through the tech process. We're still waiting on Travis Brackus, and we're still waiting on Tyler Vickery to, basically just get the ride heights right on those cars. As Mike Main just cleared tech, he's at the fueling station right now getting some go-go juice in the number 97. So we are waiting on him, as about 2 minutes left in the hot lap session. If you need to use the little driver's room, now would be a good time to do so. So, yeah, I'm super excited about seeing the late models do battle here tonight. And it looks like everybody that currently is here is rolling a late model, and last week's most laps led is just rolling out of the trailer right now. David Luigi is trying to hurry to make his way through the tech trailer, and we are waiting on that to happen. So 4 cars have posted time so far. Currently have 5 in the sim, and it looks like Travis Brackus has put it on the hauler already. Not happy with the set. So yeah, that car not making it through tech. So it's going to give us Layla Wilson, Joe Cowan, Mark Buskey, Mark Buskey, Mike Main, and David Luigi just making his way out on track right now. Driving the 87 tonight. Let's see what he can post for a time. It's going to be fun to see, considering, with the front wheel drive, he led all but the most important 2 laps of the race last week. That is your current pole.
Couldn't be any different between last week and this week, eh? The Jetta to the street stock.
Well, no, actually, the street stock was the optional car. This is the pavement late model.
Oh, right. Sorry, the pavement late models. Yes.
Yeah, everybody currently sitting in that pavement late model, and Luigi goes up to second quick. So let's see if anybody's got anything for.
That looks like it for everybody so far. Tony, are we, do we have you there?
Yeah, you got me here now. Sorry about that. I'm going to just say hi to everybody in the chats, because I need to close my browser so that I don't get annihilated with... Yeah. So 30 laps of scheduled distance here tonight. Kevin, really looking forward to this one. It's going to be a real good test to see how the open division is going to look here tonight. Just waiting on Wilson to grid up, and she's gonna need to hurry. Not sure exactly what's going on there. There she is. So 5 cars scheduled to do battle here tonight, 30 laps of scheduled distance. And, judging from the times, you're just over a full second between first and fifth. So in 30 laps, we're going to see some things start to happen in the crossover. As the field starts to make its way out on its parade lap, looks like we do have a car. Aha! Travis Barkus did clear tech finally. The only thing is he's going to have to pit start that piece. So field working its way through the right-hander on the parade lap. Again, 30 laps of scheduled distance here tonight. This is the Stars Figure 8 League. They do this every Thursday night. You can find them on their Facebook page. You can find them on the iRacing Leagues page. As the pace car is in, field going to parade around one more time. under control of the 98 of Wilson, and then the games begin as Field working its way through the right-hander one more time. The only thing that's left to do, pull the belts tight one more time, adjust the visor, Grandpa pop a Viagra, because it's time to get it on at Irwindale. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! As the green flag comes out, Wilson drops the hammer, slides into the lead, coming through the left-hander, as Cowan kills a couple of cones. Maybe that does look like it's going to give him a slowdown. Mike Main all over his back bumper, and the battle with Rage is on for third. That's Main, Cowan, and Buskey. As Marcus finally gets released. And Wilson currently showing the way, but that battle for third. And there's already, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus coming out of the pit and just annihilates Mark Buskey, as Mike Main might have caught a piece of that one, as did Joe Cowan. All three of the guys that were slugging it out for third place, and Buskey not happy at all. And we've got issues in the crosshairs again. That was Joe Cowan just barely squeaking by David Luigi as he trails Layla Wilson right now. The battle rages on for third. That's Cowan and Main just throwing hand grenades at each other. Cowan in the red, white, and blue. Main in the black and red. I'm sorry, white and red. Looks like somebody died on that car. Just kidding, Mike. As Wilson continues to show the way up front. Luigi doing everything he can to try to figure out how to get by her. And throttle control really key in this car. You do have a lot more horsepower than you have tire to be able to put down. Luigi throws it to the inside, coming through the left-hander, side by side, drag race, and give that one to Wilson as they enter the right-hander. Luigi going to try to battle back, and just inches off the back bumper of Wilson. Drag race again, less than a car length separating Wilson and Luigi right now. This is your battle for the lead. And Luigi gives her a little shove coming off of the left-hander. Into the right-hander they go. Still nose to tail, side by side. Luigi pulls alongside, and he's got the advantage. Wilson slips high. We've got a new leader. That's David Luigi in the 87 taking the point. And the battle for third has actually worked itself out. That's Mike Main currently sitting in third as Wilson battles back to the lead. Gets a great run through the right-hander, and just, there it goes. Got to be careful swinging wide like she has been coming across the stripe, because the iRacing Timing and Scoring might not pick her up. They're side by side going into the right-hander. Still side.
Oh, and it's David Luigi taking the lead and just clipping the nose of Layla Wilson, who takes it back next turn. But she goes wide, giving it up again to David in the 87. Mike Main still holding it back in third. And Joe Cowan fourth, so the battle is still neck and neck, back and forth, up between the 87 of David Luigi and the 98 of Layla Wilson.
This battle for the lead just rages on. No quarter asked for, no quarter given between
Oh,
look at hindsight! Wow!
That was incredible!
Let's show that again, because Wilson was up on two wheels coming through that right-hander.
Yeah, we saw that very close, but we're going to watch that again as they come up right here. You see it. Yep, there she goes.
That could have ended 8 different kinds of poorly. Luckily, it didn't. That's going to give Luigi a very comfortable lead right now. 3 seconds to the good. Wilson is going to have to do yeoman's work to try to reel him in. So Luigi, Wilson, Main, Cowan,
and Wilson is around again.
She may have burnt the right, or the left rear completely off of that car already. As
Luigi is in the clear, but we're starting to get to danger zone, I believe you were just about to say, in the intersection.
Yes, we are, as there are quite a few things going on in that intersection that it's going to get fun and exciting real short here, folks. As Main and Wilson finally get that one sorted out. But Luigi just dodging bullets right now. I believe one of those is the 35 no, it's the 50.
Whoa, just another close miss for Luigi.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was not.
That was Cohen and Buskey getting into it. That's the second time Buskey's taken a race car to the face today. And that number 35 is smoking worse than a Cheech and Chong concert right now. So that might call an end to Buskey's night. I'm not sure if, well, if he can limp it back to the pits, he might have a shot at getting it fixed. But you knew it was inevitable, just how close they were getting. He's going to try to keep on and start dusting for mosquitoes. Meanwhile, Luigi has stepped out to a 5-second lead over Wilson. So, and you know he wants to make up, as we are 10 to go, he wants to make up for what happened last week. Led every lap of that piece last week except for the final lap. Wilson just barely got him at the line. And, you know, you've got to think Luigi is got to be upset about that one, to let that one slip like he did. So he is running for his life right now. However, Wilson has already cut 1.5 seconds out of his lead. What was a 5-second.
Oh! Buskey got I don't know what, Buskey's become magnetic. That was Buskey and the 98 of Layla Wilson, which we don't often see from Layla, getting caught up in the intersection. So that's Loogie still in first in the 87, with now the 97 of Mike Main in second. And Layla Wilson in the 98 is down in pit road. Joe Cowan in fourth.
That's Cowan behind him in fourth place currently. And that's Main in front of him in second place.
We have some movement coming out of pit lane. Buskey's coming back out and Wilson's back out.
Yep, Wilson finally moving. So that's a good thing. As she currently sits in third, 2 laps down to the lead lap cars. The only thing is, second place is about to go a lap down. And Wilson just that quick time of the night. And just as I say that, wow. Luigi goes quick time of the night. 20.7. Sorry, it's quick lap of the race. No, that's quick lap of the night, too. I do stand... I was right the first time. I can math, really, I can. White flag is going to be in the air this time. Luigi, all he's got to do is keep it clean for another half mile. As it's Mike Main in front of him in second place.
And Mike Main
spins it. Well then. Definitely made up for the oops of last week. Mike Main coming home in second. Wilson dodges another one in the intersection. Trying to hang on for third right now as she comes across the line and finally gets that accomplished. Excuse me.
And Joe Cowan is around on his last... And lets Mark Buskey slip by, but Mark Buskey's 6 laps down, so Joe Cowan did a few donuts on the track there.
Yeah, this is this is celebratory for post-race stuff. You know, the cars have done what we needed them to do, so they are just going to have some fun. As looks like Mike Main, your second place finisher, blasting some donuts. Layla Wilson parked in the intersection, just waiting on our winner, David Luigi, to make his way to the parking area. We are going to first reach out to last week's winner, third place this week, Layla Wilson. I know that wasn't the finish you were hoping for, but holy cow, what a crash that was that you had.
Yeah, we came up on the intersection, and me and Mark were both generally the ones to check the brakes, and we both checked the brakes, and we both knew it was going to happen as soon as we hit the brakes. It's like, okay, here it comes. Boom! And it popped the motor, so I couldn't get it back to the pits, and I don't have a starter button set, because I might have been able to roll it back in there on the starter, but when I realized that wasn't mapped for the late model, I was like, okay, well, guess we're towing, and it's pretty good luck that I came out third in that. It was just absolute chaos. I kind of expected that with the super stocks, so I'm not terribly surprised, but hopefully it was at least fun to watch.
Oh, from up here it was. I mean, it was the hell of a battle that you guys put on early on until the inevitable happened in the crossover. We're going to reach out now to Mr. Mike Main. Mike, all things considered, second place, not a bad night, points-wise. Hello, Mike. Do we have Mike?
Mike? Maybe he's charging up his Boomhauer impression.
Okay, well, if that's the case, we are going to reach out to tonight's winner. Definitely making up for last week's finish. Dave, congratulations on the victory tonight.
Thank you, Tony. We had a good run going with Layla. It would have been nice if we could have kept going, but...
Well, for most of the race, until the inevitable happened in the crossroads, you guys were throwing Chuck Liddell-style haymakers at each other in just about every corner of this facility.
Yeah, we were trying to make it as fun as we can make it. That's always our goal when we race. Is just to try to have as much fun as we can and just make as many moves as we can on each other.
Well, you definitely made the moves tonight. Anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
I just want to thank Layla and Joe and all the guys that run this series.
Well, it seems that we're having some radio interference. I'm not sure what's going on. I see people trying to communicate, but our radio reception is looking very low. Very few bars here.
In the Teespring store.
Yep, that is a thing that we've kind of been working on behind the scenes, so it'll be kind of nice to be able to wear the series, hopefully out around some real-world racetracks, and maybe pull a couple real-life figure 8 racers in. Maybe, we'll see. But I'm really happy and proud that we're going to have some Stars merchandise out there, so thanks a lot for that, I appreciate it.
Well, if somebody does want to get involved with the Stars, Stars Figure 8 League, Stars Short Track League, STARS, Short Track Auto Racing Series, on Facebook and in the iRacing League section, correct?
That is correct. And we'll we vary the cars on figure 8 as you've seen, but we're going to be back to the Jetta next week. That's a free car, so that gives you absolutely no excuse not to join if this looks interesting to you.
Well, there was a free car tonight. The only thing is, everybody decided to go for the optional car. And,
Yeah.
It was the street stock against the super stock, and everybody showed up in the super stock.
Yeah, and I was kind of hoping for that outcome. It definitely... I was talking with Mark about it before the race, and we were talking about probably by the end of the Superstock season, because there's going to be 3 races of that, we're all going to be more used to the car, and it'll probably race a little bit better. I got to go back to the drawing board on how I drive this place. I've never done it in the late model before. I've done like every other car, but not the late model, so I figure a lot of other people are going to have to too. So second Superstock race is in a couple weeks, but we got a couple more Jetta races, and those should be really exciting.
Well, I think it would be a whole lot better if iRacing gave us the option to start moving weight around in the car, because from the looks of it, it still was, yes, it may have been, scaled like a road racing car, but it was definitely weighted like an oval car tonight, as we saw you put it up on 2 wheels going through the right-hander a couple of times.
Yeah, I was trying really hard because Dave was just straight flying, and I'm like, man, if I can just, really nail this thing down, I can get up there, and I'd always overdrive it on exit, and it's definitely not an easy car to drive, but I think with a little tuning and a little practice, we'll probably all put on a really good show in this car later in the season.
Absolutely, looking forward to it, Layla. And I believe we've got our second place finisher, Mike Boomhauer, Maine. Mike, are you with us?
I am here now, thank God.
Well, you definitely put on a hell of a battle with Joe Cowan early in this one. Talk us through just how difficult was this car tonight, especially coming out of the Jetta last week.
It didn't favor the right-handers at all, but like this race, I just inherited spots, and that's kind of the figure 8 motive. If you can stay alive and stay going forward, you'll be all right.
All right, well, we'll see you all next week back in your NASJet Jettas. Looking forward to that one. So we are going to go just real quick through the finishing order. And Dave, please feel free to punch me in the throat if I get your name wrong again. It's Luigi?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, I got it right. How about that? Only took me 1 week. So your winner tonight, making up for what happened last week, the number 87 of David Luigi. Mike Maine coming home in second place after keeping a relatively clean race all night long. Layla Wilson caught a race car to the face, put her back into third. Joe Cowan caught a race car to the face. Mike Buskey caught a race car to the face. Travis Barkas was the race car to the face most of the night. So, Kevin, final thoughts having the super stocks make their debut with their first race of the season?
Well, it was very entertaining. It was very different than the relatively clean, race of the Jettas. But yeah, this was. I mean, where else could you see cars sliding around on two wheels and colliding in the center? So that was quite great. Oh, and I apologize again, folks. It seems that our Discord, well, not our Discord, but Discord in general, is blipping in and out here with our, we're showing the low bars on the connection, but the internet connection is actually cracking along fine at full speed. It's just Discord, so apologies for the loss of the voice of ESPN Stars series, Tony Trapasco.
Hold on, let me text.
Ah, there he is.
There you are.
Oh, so
We lost you. We lost you for a second there.
No,
bud.
we're losing each other. Discord is having. There we go. I can see the three.
Yeah.
The bars are back now. Yep.
Yeah, we lost you for a second there. But, yeah, Kevin, that's going to about do it for us tonight. Looking forward to next week's return to the Jettas. Like you were saying, it's a wild thing when you go from a front-wheel drive car to a rear-wheel drive car, and you go from a four-cylinder turbo diesel to a fire-breathing V8. There's going to be some learning curve, and these folks learn that learning curve pretty quick. So I believe that's going to do it for us tonight. The only thing that's left to say is, Ma, come get me.